All right, welcome back, everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. Obviously, if you clicked on this video, it's because you guys want a little bit of a first-hand impression of the new Kastking Sharky. I believe it's the 3. It's a bait feeder. It's the 6000 series. So anybody that's been following me knows I'm on a giant fish mission this year. And I have a couple connections in the big fish world. And I know some people recommend things based on like biased and sponsors and stuff like that. Just so you guys understand, I'm not sponsored by any reel company. So if I get a reel, it's because I bought it, tried it out, and if I talk about it in a good way or a bad way, it's because it's good or it's bad. I don't like to lie, and it's one of those stupid things. Like, why would I lie about something that's gonna like be detrimental to me? So I got this. I have to do a video on that still. That is the Abu Garcia, was it the ABF 65B? So I'm gonna do a comparison video between the two of these. The only thing is like that's a 65, so I don't know if it's technically bigger or how they go by that. And the Sharky is a 6000, so it's close as you can get without being exact numbers. And I've been running these Abus for a while now, and I actually had a problem with one of them. I'll talk about that in a different video. I have to bring that up, but needless to say, I just got this Kastking in the mail, and I just wanted to do an unboxing, talk about the pluses and minuses of it so far. I haven't had a chance to use this other big one, but I have been using bait feeders for a very long time, and I kind of understand what the pluses and minuses are of a bait feeder. So I'm just going to go over that real quick with you guys. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to use this yet. I'm building out a really big fish rod. So I have one decent one behind there. That's that white one with my 65 on it. But I'm going to be building an even bigger one. I have some very, very large fish I want to catch. That's all you guys need to know. If you're not new here, if you are new, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first. This box looks beat up, like I threw it around and stuff like that. No, that would be the guys from Amazon beating up my fishing stuff. The way they packaged it, this box was in another box with a bunch of other loose stuff, including river sinkers that are like that big. So, your box should not look that messed up based on, how you buy it. Like, if you just buy this, I will link this in the description so you guys can get the exact one if you like the way it looks. Like I said, not sponsored by these guys. It's just, if you guys like what I talk about, what I point out to it, maybe I help one of you guys versus having to go look at it or something. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. Like I said, I'm gonna make this really quick because I'm just doing an overview unboxing. This is not gonna be like, hey, I've beat the crap out of this reel, this is what it does. I do those videos, and mind you, if you're not new here, you already know I beat the crap out of stuff, and a year later I'll do a thing on it. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by these guys, so I'm not under a time constraint or anything like that. I want to help people out. And first things first, I knew it came with this, but it comes with a spare spool, which I thought was going to be metal, but it's not. It's a plastic spool. So I remember a long time ago you used to get a spare spool with almost every reel you bought. Sometime in the last 10-15 years they just stopped doing that. I'm sure it's because it costs the companies too much money. Cool thing, spare spool for the Kastking. So Kastking, that's a +1 for you guys. These spare spool looks like it's the same thing. Yeah, it's got all the same markings. So spare spool, plastic, but it's nice if you want to run like braid on a spool. And then this looks like a mono spool because it doesn't have the little grip things on it. First things first about this, it's kind of nice. It comes in a pretty heavy duty drawstring bag, which I like because if I want to travel a long distance and stuff like that, I can put it in the drawstring bag. This, first impressions, looks very, very nice. Nice metal spool. Look, and then so I already know most of the specs. This is braid ready, so it's got teeth on the spool. That's so your braid doesn't slip. But there's a neat little trick. If I show you guys, let's see if the bait feeder works. Bait feeder works. This little notch right here is a lot of people use it for like keeping depth and distance and all that other fun stuff. I don't even bother with that for that purpose. I tie my line to the spool, and then whatever direction, so like the line wraps this way, you wrap this backwards on itself, and it creates a little X right here from where you tie the line onto the spool. Never slides anyways, but this doesn't hurt. Having the grip on there doesn't hurt. Looks like it's a, you know, it's not a very heavy spool. I don't know. Let's see if we can look at the specs real quick for you guys, if they're in or on this thing. It doesn't say weight. It's 4+6+1 shielded stainless steel bearings. CNC cut aluminum power launch spool. So that's a CNC aluminum spool. Stainless steel main shaft components. So like this is stainless steel. I like that about this. So like I'm not gonna do a comparison video right now, but my Okumas, they do not have. This is a metal handle. I'm guessing it's aluminum because of everything else being either stainless steel or aluminum components. It's a much more rigid spool or handle, and I like that. I like that a lot. Decent T-handle. I like how everything's got little rubber grips to it. So like your Baitfeeder selector has a little rubber grip to it. On the top and the bottom it's ridged. Same thing with your rear drag. Hopefully you guys clicked on this because you know what a Baitfeeder is, but for those that don't, so regular spinning rod with the Baitfeeder off, and then front drag. So that's your drag is what dictates that. Turn this on loose. You can hear it. It's a very odd, that's something cool. That's a loud Baitfeeder clicker. So when you turn that on, what it does is it allows a fish to take line off your spool and spin freely while keeping tension on here so you don't have a big mess of line. And then it allows them to run, so when you're fishing really big baits, they get a chance to swallow it and get it down there before you set the hook on them. Everything else, right out of the box, it's pretty quiet. It sounds like it could use a little lubrication, which I actually just bought for my other reels. So I will probably be tearing this apart and lubing anything that needs to be lubed up. I like to maintain my reels, so I take care of them that way. Anything else I need to go over? Comment below if there's any questions you have on this that I'm not going over really. The bail, I think it's called a bail spring, or whatever this is, bail bar or whatever. That's a really heavy duty bar. I kind of like that. So this is going to be a river rod, or like a, you know, take it out and beat the crap out of it rod. So this being as beefy as it is really makes me happy about it. This looks like it's aluminum too. Hopefully it is. Hopefully that's not like a plastic piece on the main body. That would suck. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty simple. Unboxing Sharky 3. And let's hope it does what it's supposed to do. I'm going to put 60-pound braid on here. And yeah, we're going to see if we can fight some monsters. Alright guys, so that's going to be as simple as it is. I'm not going into crazy long detail about anything. Like I said, I'm going to do a comparison on the 65 from Okuma versus the Sharky, but I'm only going to do that after I fish with them. I'm not, like, I mean, I could do a comparison up front, but realistically I should just do a video on that one so you guys get an overview of if you're looking at the ABF or if you're looking at the Sharky or whatever else out there. I like the Sharky because it was a decent price. In fact, I think it was a little bit cheaper than that, maybe. So there's that. Other than that, I really don't have any biased opinions towards one or the other right now. And like I said, I'm going to put them to use. I have some really big fish I need to chase down, and these two rods are going to be the ones that are going to be doing it. So stay tuned for those videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's little unboxing video. Obviously, if you're not new here, you know what's up. But if you are new, could you please just remember to